Shalom to everyone who might come across this video. Good rising to you all. I'm going to do my best to be quick. Also, you guys, I am starting to do extended readings now, and I just want to go on record by saying I understand that I don't do a good job, because what I do is I actually record my whole reading for you all, and then I just go and I edit it and I cut it up, and that's that. I actually don't tell you that it's going to be a part of an extended reading. I just cut it off and send the other part to send the rest of the full video as the extended reading, okay? So I found that that's just a little easier for me right now, so that I don't have to like cut the spirit as it's moving. I'm not saying that I won't do different in the future, but as of now, I'm just telling y'all how I've been operating and why it may seem as your video is getting cut off in the middle. And that's usually because it is, okay? And if you want to see the rest of your reading, it's being asked that you will purchase it. Okay? So with that being said, I did want to go out and say that. I probably should have put that in my other update video, but I didn't even think about it at the time. All right, Spirit, thank you so much for being here. We welcome you. We thank you. We thank you. We thank you. I'm asking right now that you would help me by just giving us videos. I mean, not videos. Please give us at least one spiritual message for Virgos. Give us one clear spiritual message from this Work Your Light Oracle deck for Virgos. Let me go ahead and use all of the cards here. I'm being led to use them all, even though it may not be so easy. Use them all. But yes, Spirit, please give us one card that will most resonate with Virgo from this Work Your Light Oracle deck at this time. This is going to be a general spiritual reading, so for the collective, Spirit, this is what we're asking for from the collective. So we're going to take that one. That's beautiful. Already, that's beautiful. It resonates already. Now, what I'm doing today is I'm going to take one card from both of the decks that I was led to get for you guys when I was meditating specifically about you all, okay? And that is the Crystal Oracle deck and the Work Your Light Oracle deck, okay? So, also I'm going to do the Angel Therapy as well. I just heard that one. I normally do that anyway, but yeah. But yes, you guys, I'm so excited. I love y'all so much. I just love people anyway. I love people. I love the Most High's creation, especially in other gems like people. I'm learning to love nature more, actually, as a result of my spiritual journey. I can't lie to y'all. You know, when I was younger, I used to be way more into nature, but when I got older, you know, I kind of lost that. It's coming back. But people, I've never lost my love for others who are similar to me. So we thank the Most High for His Spirit. I feel it. I feel love. I feel love. Okay. And I want the Most High to give you guys the messages that y'all really need. For your highest good and for the highest good of those who are also connected to you. That is always, 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 always my prayer. Spirit, please give us, okay. I didn't even get to finish, but I believe you. I believe that this is it. Thank you so much for that. And the last and final deck that we are going to receive guidance from is the Angel Therapy deck. Thank you, Most High, for a new day, for a new opportunity to just heal ourselves, to work on ourselves, to give love of ourselves, and to, by doing that, though, inspire others. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. It is a privilege and gift to do so. Give Virgos all. Please give them everything that they need. I just saw parents and cut your cords come up, guys. So some people could be dealing with some things with their parents. I'm going to read them right now. It says the divine truth is that your parents eternally love you to the best of their ability. I think that's something that we don't pay attention to. We really do not understand that until we sometimes become parents. Unless we put ourselves in our parents' shoes, we do not realize that our parents love us from the best of their ability, which may not be as much as you think it should be. I had to say that. The angels are helping you to heal from any pain associated with your mother or father. Cut Your Cords also was turned over already and showing itself. So I also feel led to read it. It says, ask Archangel Michael to clear any old attachments to fear that stem from past relationships, freeing you from destructive patterns. Baby, listen, you better speak, spirit. You better speak. I will do as you tell me to. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and ask for one card. Most High, give us one more card, please. No. We just want one for sure. Give us one card for spiritual guidance for the Virgo collective, for their highest good and for the highest good of those who are connected to them. You guys, this is going to be so beautiful. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it. You guys really are going to, these messages that are coming forth, you really need to hear them. And I could tell that literally from the first card that came out from the Work Your Life Oracle deck, which Lord knows I really need to get that because it's going to be hard for me to find it in that book. Oh, I be struggling. And I don't like things that where the booklet is super complicated. I don't be liking that. So I'm going to be very mindful next time when I'm picking out my decks. I do not like anything that don't have a little bit more order and where I can understand it, where it's like maybe alphabetized. I wish we could find that out before we order a deck. But anyway, moving on. We're going to hop into you guys' reading. We've got it here. So the first card that came out for you guys is Boundaries. Boundaries. First of all, I just heard something. I'm going to speak on, yes, Spirit, I hear you. I'm going to tell you now, Virgo. Most Virgos are healers. Hands down. A healer could be considered a witch, warlock. You know, those sound real bad, but I'm not that scared of those words anymore. However, I don't call people that at all. So I'll stick to healer because I love that one. That's a little bit more nicer. Okay, that's nicer. More palpable. That's not the word I'm looking for either. That's more palatable. That's what I'm trying to say. Please excuse me. Moving forward, you guys are the healers, okay? Very much so. I noticed Virgo is definitely in my chart. I know for a fact that I too am a healer, okay? And so I said that to say though, a lot of times, let me get this water real quick. I've noticed that a lot of time with healers, they have to go through some tremendous pain first, okay? It's like the Most High is so amazing the way that he does or the way that they do things. It's like in order to know that you never want to hurt someone, you have to get hurt in a certain kind of way. And it's like you don't have to, but it just seems like that's the way that it goes here. That's the way we learn here, right? In this plane and in this universe. So with that, this university, come through. Moving on, I'm corny. The point is that a lot of you guys, you might feel as though you have dealt with so much hurt in your life. And you could sometimes wonder, why the flip do I have to go through so much pain? But I think that a lot of it has to do with the fact that it's not pain for nothing. You're not being put through all these extraordinary tests just for the hell of it. It's because you are actually supposed to grow as a person because of it, grow in your spirit because of it, and then teach other people how to heal themselves. Okay? So with that being said, a lot of us who do go through so much pain, though, we tend to lose track of what our boundaries are supposed to be like. And I know that a lot of us who are healers, we all have major issues with putting boundaries in place. Okay. People tend to be able to just come in and use us, or let's just say people don't even have to come in and use you. With you being willing to be of service to people, you make it to where people can use you. And I'm not fussing. I'm just talking about my own experiences and others that I've watched that I know personally. Sometimes we invite people to use us, but then we get angry when we are misused. And that misuse simply comes from the fact that people do not reciprocate back what we feel we give. So this is how we learn that, oh, hell no, we need to put some boundaries in place. That's how we learn that. Because we have to get done like this like a lot of times, actually, because we tend to forget because we're so loving and we know that we're supposed to be of service to people. And of course, we want things reciprocated. So, okay, I'm going to do this because I understand that I would want someone to do this for me. We real good about that. Okay. And then, of course, we are lovers. So when we love people, oh, it's worse. The service is like worse. And the only reason why I say worse is because that's when we really need to learn boundaries. Because it's like for Virgos, when you're in love, you don't have none. You don't got none. Why should I have boundaries with the person I love? I want to be free flowing and totally free. Well, the reason is because everyone doesn't love like you, Virgo. Everybody simply don't love like you, baby. And the truth of the matter is, you're going to get yourself continuously hurt believing that fact. Mind you, this Virgo, since it's general, I'll say it could be in anywhere in your chart. Predominantly the sun, moon, rising, Mercury, and Venus aspects. But it can literally be anywhere in your chart and still affect you in this way. So basically, either a lot of you guys are learning and just now figuring out that you really need to set clear boundaries for yourself, or for many of you Virgos, you guys are here at this place already, honey. And this is where you at. You see how she's standing right here? And this could be male, masculine, or feminine energy, but the point is, y'all done already made up your mind, okay, boundaries are not being crossed. Like, shoot, even if I'm not totally sure what my boundaries about to be, baby, I already know they're not finna get crossed. Okay? I'm being silly, but I'm so serious. But this oracle card actually asks, where do you need to establish better boundaries? So, like I said, for some of you guys, this is a question you may need to ask yourself so that you won't feel such resentment for people who do you dirty. And you feel like they're doing you dirty, but you continue to deal with them because you love them, or because you gave your word that you would be of service to them. Okay, it's okay to speak your mind about somebody doing you dirty. Now, I feel that there's a way that you're supposed to do that. You don't be rude and lack tact, but you can speak up for yourself, okay? But you need to come from a clear place. I've also found that a lot of times Virgos in particular tend to be the ones who will hold in a whole lot of stuff and then blow up on people. And then people looking at you like, what? Where did that come from? You being totally exploded on people. Okay, that's not okay. But that does come from a lack of you having clear boundaries for yourself anyway, with other people, and maybe even within yourself. So some of you guys need to establish boundaries first with you. What are you willing to accept? What are you going to do? What are you willing to also do for people? And what will you not accept? And what will you not do? And then turn that right on around and say what somebody else ain't going to do, and what they will do, and what you won't accept from someone else, and what you will accept. And call it a day. It's not that easy. Trust me, I know. Baby, please. Trust me, I know it's not that easy. But that is what Spirit is, I think, instructing us to do at this time. for our highest good. And for some of us, we may really take that personal. We may feel like we're being really mean to somebody if we have to establish clear god doggone boundaries where we have not had any previously. But I'm telling you, man, it's for your highest good. This is why you irritated all the time. This is the reason why you don't want to help nobody. This is the reason why you be going into your secret closet and you be like, F everybody. These bastards get on my damn nerves. Always take. And they ain't never trying to give nobody nothing. Or I go above and beyond and then I don't never get it back. This is how come sometimes Virgos have that type of energy. And y'all can be some of the most pessimistic people when you're in that place, baby. And then nobody want to be around you when you like that. And some of y'all don't care because you be like, oh, well, F y'all. I don't want y'all to be around me. But y'all do, though. You do like being around people. Because if you're not around nobody, who you going to service? When you know you like being a service to people. So don't play yourselves, Virgo. And don't pretend like you don't want to be around nobody and you don't need to be around nobody. Because you can't serve anyone if you ain't got nobody to serve. Okay? And this is a major trait of you all. So don't lie to yourselves. But you definitely need to get these boundaries together. You definitely need to do that so that you can serve and love, not from a place of frustration, irritation, or resentment. I'm done. I will not harp too long there. Whew. Moving on. Let's go ahead and move on to the Crystal Oracle deck here. Calls the Crystal Oracle deck. Ooh. Hold on. I was just led to do something. Actually, I was led to do it a little before. Here we go. Come through, Father. You better. Or Spirit, Mother, and Father here. So I was led to look at the bottom of the deck for each one of the cards that I picked from. So for the Work Your Light Oracle deck, this is the card that's at the bottom of the deck. And I feel like this is the overall energy for you, Virgos, at least with the Work Your Light Oracle deck. And it says, Sisterhood of the Rose. It says beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. And guess what, guys? That is all that a healer is. You could be either one of them. You could be a healer in any one of those capacities. Okay, but you are a healer. Healer is encompassing of all of these things. Okay, Virgo is known to be naturally beautiful, okay? Both in spirit and physically. And we are some of the most devoted god doggone signs, okay? Loyal. Sometimes to yourself to a fault. Because you be like, see, this is why I wound up in this right here. Right? But really it's because we don't have clear damn boundaries. That's just the truth. I don't know. I've been really using profane language all this morning. It started with the word fucking. That's crazy. I don't know where that's coming from, but I need to get it together. Moving on. Priestess. A priestess is somebody who is of service, guys. Of service. You have something to give, something to share with people, okay? Be it a word of encouragement, a word of healing, be it that you know how to concoct things, okay? Whatever it is, you are of service. That's what a priestess or a priest is. The next, a mystic. A mystic is somebody who has all this, wisdom. And wisdom ain't important if you don't know how to apply it. So not only do you have all this knowledge and wisdom that you gain from certain things, it's like you know how to put certain stuff together. That it makes sense. That it manifests something. That could be like a potion. It could be food. It could be herbs. It could be some type of scent. Whatever the case, like when I say scent, I'm talking about a scent that smells like something. It could even be floral arrangements, okay? But you know it to a science, okay? Moving forward, and then a teacher. And that's something that we all can be, whether you choose to operate in that capacity or not. Every last one of us who are here, we are able to really operate in every bit of these as a priest or priestess, mystic, or teacher. You can either do it on purpose or you can do it by accident, but it's happening. Why do I say that? Well, because somebody watches you. Even if it's just your children, for those of you who have children, somebody watches you. For those who do not have children, somebody child looking at you, some other grown person looking at you. They listen to the things that you say and that you do. So this is how we are teachers, directly or indirectly. Somebody's watching you. Moving on. I was led to do that. Now that's over. Now we're going to the Crystal Oracle deck. Let's go ahead and look at the Crystal Oracle deck overall energy first this time. That one is, I'm going to just call it Amazonite. And we'll see how that coincides with your one that actually came out in a few minutes. Actually, we're going to do that one first because it's, thankfully this book is alphabetized, so it comes first. So for Amazonite, it deals the virtues and the powers of this stone. It brings peace, serenity, spiritual connection, balance, perception, and creativity. So it says that your current confusion and frustration are a result of the emotional instability which has caused you to see things from an imbalanced perspective. Yep. This has all come about because you have allowed yourself to become physically, emotionally, and mentally drained. And it's because if you look on this card, there are hands coming from all which way around this woman. Okay? Again, this could deal with masculine or feminine energy, man or woman, but it seems like people always got their hand out trying to get from you. Even if you don't all the time notice it. Somebody always wants something from you. And guess what? You give it. You give it. And as a result of that, you are drained. Okay? We're gonna keep on reading. It says the beautiful healing energies that radiate from this Amazonite crystal will help restore your balance, peace, and clarity. Let go of all concerns. Trust all that you desire will soon manifest. And it says, this is a good time to switch off and get away from it all for a while. Spending time in nature will help. Yep, this is definitely going with y'all reading. The more you let go of a desired outcome, the clearer things will seem. And the faster that you'll actually get what you want. Okay, first of all, the reason I say getting in nature is definitely in tune with your reading is because with the with the angel therapy deck, the card fairies came out. And that's exactly what fairies are known for doing. They are known to protect and educate us about the importance of nature and how nature is really alive and how all of it's really connected and how we need to care for it. Okay. So just that alone let me know that this was going to have everything to do with y'all getting in nature somewhere, or at least beginning to really appreciate and respect it more. Hell, some of y'all could be fairies. And the reason I say fairies, I just mean you could have a connection to nature in a way that you may not be aware. Now, I'm going to stop because I'm going a little bit ahead of myself. Let's actually go to the card that actually came out for you. It is called Stitchite in Serpentine. So let's see what this is about. Anything serpentine for me can deal with healing. So let's see let's see what's going on here. Let's see what Spirit is telling you, Virgo, and me, because I got that in my chart. Let me put this right here because I don't feel like holding it. There's the card right there. All right. It says meditation, clearing your energy centers, and detoxifying your thoughts. Speak to us. It says fear and negative thoughts are preventing you from experiencing peace and joy in your life. They are blocking your creativity, and as a consequence, your life seems dull and dreary. But you can change this situation by consciously choosing to love and trust the universe instead of fearing it. Sit quietly in meditation and invoke the healing power of love, imagining yourself bathed in beautiful healing energies. Visualize all the colors of the rainbow swirling within and around you, and feel these beautiful healing colors flowing through your mind and heart. And imagine that your thoughts are being infused with that eternal light. Practice this each day, as it will help to transform your negative and fearful thoughts to positive inspirations. There is nothing to fear because you are eternally surrounded by love. Listen here. I can assure, look, okay, if I can ever get these thoughts to come out properly. I feel like a lot of the Virgos have been hurt, especially with aspects of love. And I'm talking about all forms, be it from your family. Maybe you felt like you wasn't loved, be it from a romantic partner. You feel like you did not experience love with them. But let me tell y'all about y'allself real quick. Not because I'm hating on y'all or I'm mad or I'm angry. No, on the contrary. The first person who did not love you, okay, I hope somebody already just said it in their own head. And I don't want to say, I'm not saying this as it's to fault you guys. What I'm saying is, we get taught a lot that other people are supposed to love us, like our parents are actually supposed to love us. Okay, your parents were a vessel and a vehicle for you, your beautiful soul, to arrive here. But again, your parents could have only loved you from the places that they love themselves. Okay? Some parents did not love themselves. Why? Because their parents did not love them. And why is that? There's a vicious cycle of the fact that somebody's parents didn't really know how to love. And it's because none of us have gotten taught that love begins with us. It's an inside job, like for real, for real. And the beautiful thing is we have coaches like in the form of parents or guardians who, if they knew that information, if they understood that on a deep core level, that they could then instill that into us. But because that's been an element missing from this age for a very long time, we don't receive that information. Not from outside of ourselves. Only time you're going to learn that is when you actually sit there with yourself and the Most High, and the Most High begins to teach you that you really are responsible for loving your own doggone self, and that you have every right to do so. And that it's not selfish at all, but that it's actually the Most High loving you through yourself. And then you have a place to pour love from, and you can fill your own cup back up. Hello, someone. Hello, someone. We're looking for people to fill up a cup that's already empty because we haven't filled it through our own divine connection with the Most High. And then we wondering why other empty cups can't fill us up. I just heard that. So boom, boom, boom. I'm done. So what Spirit is telling the healers to do is that healers, y'all need to understand this first and foremost. Heal yourself by giving and offering this love to yourself first. Do it every day. Not just one day out of the week. Do it every day. Make time for yourself. I know so many Virgos who really believe that it's like their job to serve everybody else and not themselves. And they see that as the most noble trait ever. And don't get me wrong, it would be noble if you were serving from a good place. But a lot of I got two beautiful Virgo sisters that I absolutely adore. And I just be like, y'all need to love on yourselves more. Okay, but not just them. There are other Virgos that I know, myself included. But thankfully with the Leo in my chart, that be helping me. I came here with the self-love. I did. That's no lie. But it be getting lost sometimes, when you get involved in these relationships that you wasn't really ready for because you really did not love yourself first. Or at least on a consistent basis. Then when this Negro get up in your life, who got you doing things that you said you wouldn't, which to me could be a form of not loving self. Because you're supposed to know what you're going to do. That's how boundaries get blurred and crossed all the way over. And then we left confused and wondering, why do I not have no more boundaries? Well, sister, my dear sweet sister, you allow somebody to move your boundaries. And we are all guilty of that. I'm not fussing, I'm loud, but I'm not fussing. Or if I am, I'm fussing in love. Please know that. And I'm just as guilty. Okay, I told y'all. My Virgo is in my Venus sign. So especially when it comes to love, I get crazy and be letting people push my damn boundaries. What the hell? Thinking I'm doing a great thing. Oh, I'm being of service. That's what I'm supposed to do. Girl, please, you better love yourself first. Fill up your cup first. And start pouring from your cup. And you can pour as little or as much as you feel is needed at the time. Okay? Moving forward, guys. This is about, to me, this is definitely about healing yourself first so that you can heal other people. Okay? That's what I'm going to summarize that with. That's what I'm going to summarize that with. Now we're done with that deck. And now the last and final card was the fairies card. It says, you have a strong bond with the fairies and your life purpose involves helping Mother Nature. I feel that's pretty self-explanatory. Now, I will say this. I'll say this. I would ask the Most High. I would ask the Most High to give you way more insight on this. Like, Most High, exactly what is my job? Like, what gift or what talent, what passion or frustration do I have concerning nature and Mother Nature? What do I have so that I can know which part of her I'm supposed to be defending? Because, we all still have a role in each department we play in. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I would say. Ask the Most High about that. If this hit you, if this resonated with you for sure, and somehow you're supposed to be part of Mother Nature, okay, and dealing with how to heal her, ask the Most High exactly for more specifications. That's what I'm trying to say. That's the advice I will give on that. Now, to also look at the energy of that deck, we have God Box. And I feel like this is so fitting because if I'm not mistaken, I think it might have been in this card right here with the Stitchite with Serpentine inside, where it was asking for you to kind of write out some things. I don't remember if it was that one or if it was the Boundaries card, but one of them told y'all to write some things down or out, okay? And that's what the God Box is about as well. It says, write it. Oh, no, it was telling you. It was in this card, this last card here. It told you in the understanding to let go and trust the universe, right? Well, this God Box energy goes in line with that as well. It says, write any worries, concerns, or desires on a piece of paper that you put into a special container called a God Box as a way of letting it go and allowing the divine to help you. Now tell me this reading didn't just beautifully come together. Tell me it didn't. And I call you a fabricator. Because you be fabricating. You be fabricating. That's the truth. So without further ado, Virgo, I love you guys with the love of the Most High. I'll be coming back with your general tarot readings and general love readings. Now, this ain't going to go up right away. It be taking me days sometimes to get this up and out to you guys. But know that I'm working on it. Also, this one won't need an extended reading. I don't think. Yeah, it probably won't. So I'm going to hurry up and end this now so it won't be too much longer. Shalom, guys. Love you with the love of the Most High.